Hello, everyone. Welcome to WealthWise 2025, week 21. And today, our theme is financial literacy for legacy, preparing the next generation to thrive. This is Dr. Rhonda Farrell, your success strategist, bringing you this phenomenal focus on helping our next generation to thrive. We're going to explore how families, leaders, and educators can equip the next generation with foundational financial literacy using core lessons from the How Money Works for the Next Generation book as a guide to build lifelong wealth strategy. We often hear the saying, if I had only learned this when I was younger. Well, our tips for today or this week is that it flips that narrative and drawing from the empowering insights that are shared in the books, we focus on turning financial hindsight into foresight for your children, students, or the greater community. This week is about preparing the next generation, not just to manage money, but to master it. Because when we delay teaching financial literacy, we don't just miss opportunities, we pass on very avoidable struggles. So let's change that going forward. So the first thing we need to do is overcome the financial literacy gap. As I said, there are so many adults saying they never learned this information in school. They never learned it from their families. They never learned it in their communities. And you know what? Now it's here. And the sad part is the real cost of financial literacy is in debt traps, missed wealth, and generational setbacks. So we need to understand that early money education is the best investment you'll ever make in your children, the students, or your community, in your family, and even in your organization. Because not everyone, even in our older generations, are there yet. We need to help them move forward in this area, often and early. What they say in the book is act now or pay later, the urgency of very early financial habits. They want to stress in this book how simple concepts like compound interest, budgeting, and credit can help shape phenomenal futures. They share with us the rule of 72 and how it can become a wealth multiplier or a debt destroyer. And they have considerable amounts of action steps that young adults can take today to avoid financial mistakes tomorrow. What we're trying to do is empower our youth through financial simplicity. This book breaks down, again, how money works for the next generation, breaks down complex topics into simple talking points. It turns each chapter into a potential dinner table or classroom discussion, and it uses stories, games, apps, and questions to inspire real conversations for enhanced tools for teaching. So what are we ultimately trying to do is to build financially resilient families. We want to learn how to involve our kids or teens, again, or our students and or our community in real life money decisions that are going to enhance their long-term wealth building capabilities, budgeting, giving, saving. We can help craft a family financial mission that's all about values-based wealth building. And we can set up wealth traditions like Roth IRAs for teens, custodial accounts, or investment clubs. We want to leave a legacy of financial literacy. And the way we do that is through teaching others how to teach these topics. So we can mentor nieces, nephews, students, and youth groups. We can use the book in community centers, churches, and classrooms. We can create generational change with a teach it forward mindset. So what are our takeaways for us today? It's to A, get your hands on this phenomenal book that has multiple topics and conversation starters of extreme importance to you and your family. You can create a customizable toolkit that aligns to these topics and conversation pieces. You can create a mini curriculum based on the book for either parents or mentors or educated or even youth peer-to-peer conversations. You can create a commitment plan, one action that you'll take this week to improve a child or teen's financial future, or one action they will take, and sign it together and check in on that, hold them accountable. So our quote to reflect on for this week is, money doesn't come with instructions, but now you've got the manual. So our challenge for this week to all of you listening is to choose one young person in your life, a child, a student, a neighbor, a mentee, part of someone in your community, and commit to teaching them one concept from how money works for the next generation, whether it's how interest works, what a budget is, why credit matters. We just ask that you have the conversation, pass on the wisdom, plant the seed, and even better, give the gift of the book to the people that matter most in your life. Again, this is Dr. Rhonda Farrell signing off from WealthWise 2025, Week 21, Financial Literacy for Legacy, preparing the next generation to thrive.